let's talk about the builder and the city. And before we get into it, though, I wanted to mention many of you saw the exciting news that for the first time ever, the city is now co ed with female My Players as well. It doesn't matter what your My Player's appearance is. We want to make it clear that your height, your weight, your wingspans, your attribute ratings, your badges, those are determined by your build and not by your appearance. So there is full parity on the court. And keep in mind that once you choose a male or female My Player build, your selection for that save file is going to be locked. Female My Players, they can play across the multiplayer modes in the city. So the Rec, the Theater, Street Kings, Park, and more new modes that we're going to get to in a second, they can play in all of those modes. The other big news that you heard today that applies to everything we're going to be talking about in the builder in the city is the new NBA 2K HQ companion app. And this app gives you the full NBA 2K27 My Player builder right on your phone. So you can create new My Player builds on the go and then upload them so that they're going to be waiting for you on your console when you get home. You can even share those builds with the friends.
Not even gonna lie, you don't even got to call out of
or
work.
sending them links. So there's a lot of really cool features in this app. There's daily rewards, tracking daily leaderboards. You can message your crew. You can actually manage your crew as well. So check all that info out on the NBA 2K website. But just keep in mind that the NBA 2K HQ app applies to everything we're talking about for the My Player Builder and the city. And the best thing about that app, it is going to be available on August 21st. That means 5 days before early access begins. You can download the NBA 2K HQ app, get into the full My Player Builder, and prep and get ready before early access even begins next week. Now, Stacks, I have a question for you. Because you usually won't run with me because you don't like my builds. You think I drag you down on the court. Can you use the NBA 2K HQ app, make a build, and send it to me so that you can stop avoiding me this year?
Evan, first and foremost, where is your console at? We haven't seen your console, I feel like, in 2 years. So once you find your console, I'll think about sending you a build, all right? First, we got to get your console situated. Then we'll worry about a build, all right? Let's go ahead.
You said
and move
earlier
on,
we're gonna play together this year. So I'm gonna find my console for you. Don't worry, Stacks.
Again, Evan, if you can find a console, we're gonna make it happen. But let's go ahead and move on. All of that information is fire. I can't wait to be able to control my crew from my phone. Yeah. Guys gonna get up out of here, man. This is gonna be good. Anyway, let's start talking about the builder a little bit. And Evan, the people want to know, I want to know, are there any new ways that you can create your build this year?
We still do have templates in addition to making a custom build from scratch. So first off, the community build templates are going to be coming back starting in season 2. Very excited to see who we have in those this year. Besides that, though, the Pro-Tuned and NBA build templates have been replaced with something that we're calling the signature blueprints templates, and that gives you the best of both worlds. So you get the versatility of those Pro-Tune templates, but also the authentic feel of the real life players of the NBA templates. So each of these signature blueprint templates, they are shaped by 3 player comparisons that draw from various NBA and WNBA players' abilities to blend those together into one build that reflects their play styles. And at launch, there are going to be 40 of these signature blueprint templates to choose from, and then there will be additional ones added each season. So that's the new builder option that you're going to see when you first open up the builder this year, Stacks.
I'm going to have to take a look at that, man. I always draw a little bit of inspiration, when I see some of my favorite players there. So I'm definitely going to have to take a look at that. But every year, Evan, we know badges is a hot topic. Everybody want to know the new badges, what we can do, what badge. We planning to make our builds around our badges sometimes. Evan, what do we got with badges?
Everybody's got a question about badges, and we got a lot of answers. The builder itself is better than ever. When you first see it, though, you're going to notice there's something called badge tokens. And those badge tokens are how you equip badges this year. So as you're making your build, you're going to see how your size and your position affect which badges you qualify for and how many tokens each badge costs.
I feel like they made that a little bit more complicated for no reason. The whole badge setup.
A different number of tokens required for a badge compared to a shorter player, as an example. Something else you're going to notice in the builder itself is that legend badges cannot be obtained in the builder right from the beginning. You can still earn them, but you're not going to see red badges anymore when you are inside the builder. You're going to be able to earn them later. Don't worry, we'll get to that in just a second. But one more thing, speaking of badges, there are 53 total. There's 19 brand new ones. We mentioned that on our roadmap stream a few weeks ago. Because we added these new ones to ensure that there's more specialization. So set shot specialist, for example, from 2K26 has been replaced with separate mid-range and three-point shooting badges called static midi and set and fire. So again, there's a total of
static midi.
I've pulled out two of my favorite ones here. One of them is quick trigger. That improves your ability to make no dip jump shots. So I'm going to be using that all the time, sitting in the corner, which is kind of like all I do. But also, besides that, there's also the seatbelt badge. And that boosts your body up defense and makes it easier to clamp your opponents and disrupt their drive. So those are two of my favorite new badges. Stacks, you got the list in front of you as well. What's your favorite?
Evan, I think you're going to need all the defensive badges you can get your hands on, man. Has playmaking badges too. Get all of those. Just get every badge.
I got to see the list of badges they got. I'm not going to lie.
You can get
I see taking out set shot. I do like the no dip badge though.
Operator, I feel like
because not everybody should be able to no dip.
Compliments the way I like to play mid-range fades and stuff like that. So smooth operator is definitely one of those badges I'm gonna try to get on my build ASAP. I'm probably gonna try to maximize that badge.
But where's the badge list? So they're gonna show it to us?
Move on. So I heard you mention about legend badges.
I think so too. Yeah, I think it's high capped.
How do we get the legend badges? I mean, if you can't get in the building, how are we getting them?
You're a step ahead of me. I'm going to delay that answer for just a second. We are going to get to it, don't worry. But let's talk about how you earn and equip your badges first before we get into the legend badges, because you can't get them this year, don't worry. But just want to start from the very top. Every build starts with 20 badge slots. You get 20 badge slots across shooting, finishing, playmaking, defense, rebounding, and physicals. And you get all 20 of your slots right away, but you have to actually earn the badge tokens to fill them. So once your attributes meet the requirement for a badge, it's going to become available in your inventory to equip into a badge slot. And you can also reassign these at any time, so your choices are not locked in.
So I'm assuming
the badge tokens themselves by filling your badge meters in.
So I'm assuming what they're going to do is they're going to give you set badges already when you make your build with your height, your wingspan, and your weight, and you just can max out those certain types of badges
in games, and then you will earn badge tokens for that specific discipline, like shooting or finishing, for example. The other way you can get them is you can earn bonus badge slots or bonus badge tokens through build specialization, season rewards, crew rewards, and those bonus slots and tokens can be applied to any discipline. Those are universal. They're not locked to specifically shooting or finishing or rebounding, for example. You can apply these bonus badge slots and bonus tokens that you earn from build specialization, seasons, and crew rewards into any discipline.
Hey, Evan. You got me thinking here, man. I like hearing this information. It made me think, man. I'm starting to strategize things already. But I do have a question, all right? So if badges work differently this year, how does the rebirth work? Huh? You gonna explain that one?
That's a very good question. No, that's a good question. So don't worry, Rebirth is back, and similar to past years, once you reach 90 overall and you unlock Rebirth, your builds are going to get a massive jump start. They're going to start you out at your highest overall rating that you previously reached, and there are still 4 tiers. That part hasn't changed. But this year, for the new badge system, Rebirth now immediately unlocks a percentage of your default badge tokens so that you can equip badges using those tokens right away. And the higher your Rebirth level of the 4 levels, the more tokens you're going to have unlocked right away. So Rebirth is still here. We know all of you love Rebirth. It is still here, and it has been adapted to this new badge system as well.
You know, this badge system, it sounds really deep. You know what I'm saying? I definitely got to lock in a little bit more after the stream, man. Got to go check out that them builds, man. I got to see. I got to get ready for day one, man. But you still have not told us about these legend badges, Evan. I think the community wants to know, aka me. I need to know, Evan. Come on, man. Give us the goods.
Yes. Okay. We're going to get to legend badges then. Legend badges this year, they do come from the new badge synergy system. So let's explain this one. There are a total of 16 of these slots. 12 of the slots give a max +1 boost, and 4 of them give a max +2 boost. And the way it
Oh, you
works
get
is a
4
synergy
max
is
plus
broken
2.
into 2 parts. It's got a fuse badge and a reaction badge. The fuse badge gets a max +1 or a max +2 boost for the entire game, pushing that badge beyond its max potential, and that is how you can go even beyond Hall of Fame to get a legend badge.
It's
Now,
like
when
plus
you put a
ultra.
badge into that fuse slot, it is also going to free up the badge tokens you would have otherwise spent to equip it, so that's another cool perk as well. The other part we mentioned is called a reaction badge. And that badge's max +1 or max +2 boost is going to trigger automatically after you have activated your fuse badge for a set number of times during a game. So they're linked together. And once it's activated, that reaction badge is going to get the same max +1 or max +2 boost for the rest of that game. So hopefully that makes sense. I know there's a lot, but as you get into the builder, it is going to make sense. And again, we are going to be answering questions, Q&A this week on Discord at discord.gg/NBA2K as well. If anything we mentioned didn't fully make sense to you, drop your questions in there. We're going to be keeping an eye out as well throughout this week.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to definitely see what this all
Yeah,
about.
I'm gonna have a lot of questions. I ain't gonna lie. Yeah, this is confusing. I get where they're coming from and what they're trying to do to a degree, but this gonna be mad confusing.
Here, Evan. You're gonna have to try to figure
sure.
out what's the best way to go about this. But is there anything else we should know about the builder?
And I'm assuming because it has loadout, you can have a different set of badge loadouts depending on what you're playing. So you could have a badge loadout for probably park, rec, or pro-am. Assuming that's what this means because it says loadout 1.
As we head into NBA 2K27.
Well, look, we said there was a lot of questions about badges. There are 2 more things to talk about, and one is badge related. We have added new badge loadouts, which I think the community is going to be very happy about. These allow you to customize and save completely different badge
My
combinations.
Sharingan is activated.
Swap these out.
I've seen it before they even said it.
Before a game begins. So when you start, you have 1 loadout by default, and then you can earn up to 3 more through rep, challenges, and crew rewards. So hopefully it's a nice quality of life feature for all of you, especially those of you who use different types of badges for different modes, for example. But on top of that, we should talk about build specialization as well, because that was a popular new addition last year from 2K26. And this year in 2K27, we've added another specialization track for physicals. And every track also now has a total of 10 levels with different objectives that challenge you to complete more focused goals. So when we say more focused goals, just one of the examples is at level 5 for the shooting specialization, you now have to hit a certain number of corner threes, like specifically corner threes, not just any threes, but corner threes for that specialization. But build specialization overall, it still earns you your cap breakers, you still get some cosmetics, and you still get a permanent badge synergy as well from build specialization. So it's very much still something that is worth doing for your build.
They're probably gonna lock the badge synergy stuff behind the season pass. I'm not even gonna lie.
Said that with all of these new changes, it almost slipped my mind. How does this affect cap breakers? There's a lot of things going on, Evan. We need to know.
Well, cap breakers, the news is what we talked about on the roadmap stream a few weeks ago. They are back. And our dev team added a huge quality of life improvement so that you can preview the cap breaker upgrades within the builder. But since you brought it up, I also want to clear something up. Because last time on that roadmap stream, when we said that you have to create your build to 99 overall before you see this cap breaker preview menu, I think some of you thought that we meant that you have to upgrade one of your MyPLAYERs to 99. Just to clarify, what we mean is that in the builder itself, that cap breakers preview menu becomes usable once you've allocated your attributes to build your MyPLAYER to a 99. So I guess just to double down on that, this is all within the builder. It does not have anything to do with actually upgrading your MyPLAYER. So just wanted to make that super clear. We saw some confusion about that after our roadmap stream, and we replied to a couple questions about that in our Discord, but just wanted to make it clear here on the stream as well.
All right, man. Talking about the builder, badges, all of that stuff was really cool, but now it's time to talk about the city. Before we do that, though, let's go ahead and take another look at the city trailer.
Hey, what's What's happening? Let's go get a run in, man.
Let's run it.
No,
Let's
they
get
didn't
going.
reveal the
Man,
badges
come on,
yet.
Come on, let's do this.
There's a list. I'm gonna try and get the list. I'll send the list to the Discord. Yeah, the rec format looks pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. I'm excited for that.
All right, who we got next?
It's time to hoop.
Man, check out the ball.
All right, we saw the city trailer again. It looks amazing, but Evan, now it's time to talk.
Yeah, I
about
think they
it
did take
a
out
bit
Pro
more.
Am. I'm not gonna
So the
lie.
wreck. Let's talk about the wreck. You know I love the
I think
wreck.
it's the HQ crew HQ now.
Yes, that is my favorite mode as well. As you saw in the city trailer, we are satisfying one of the biggest community requests to have multiple environments in the rec in 2K27.
That's
There
actually
are
fire.
5
I'm not gonna lie.
environments that rotate. We've got a high school gym, we got a private practice style gym, a crowded arena, one venue that is season themed, where the jerseys in the court floor are going to update each season, and then finally, my favorite, we got an outdoor court in the rec stacks. I've been wanting to play rec games outside for the longest time, so whenever it rotates onto this one, I'm going to be sitting up in my chair. But all jokes aside, I'm just so excited that the environment will switch up now in the rec to keep things fresh for every game that you're in there. It's my favorite mode. I know it's many of you on the chat's favorite mode as well, so I hope you're really excited as well that we got 5 rotating environments in the rec.
Yeah, that's a huge W. Definitely, you know, it's always amazing when you just got something new to look at. You know what I'm saying? Go out there, but I'm interested in that high school gym. You know, I think I want to hoop in the high school gym, man. It's always good to go back to your roots a little bit. Anyway, the roadmap stated that other environments also got a refresh. Can we show a few of those? Can we take a look at them?
Yeah, we had that map in the 2K Mart back on the roadmap stream, but there are even more new environments besides the rec. We are also getting new ones in the theater, Ante-Up, Street Kings, and the park. So let's talk about those real quick. Street Kings has 3 courts called the Hollows, Claremont Court, and then the legendary Record Park recreated in 2K27 that we did reveal a few weeks ago. But now today you got your first look at it. So now you know what it looks like as well. You can see that we recreated it very authentically to how Record Park looks in real life. And in Street Kings, this is where you're going to be competing in tournaments, and you're going to encounter legendary bosses this year that you have to take down to earn rewards, and also play with new featured VIP teammates as well. So there's a lot going on in Street Kings, and Record Park is at the center of it all. The next one is one that I really like as well. The theater is going outside. You can tell I love the outdoors, man. But the theater, it's going to be out under the stars. It's on a city block. It's got this.
That's actually pretty cool.
Really excited for the theater and for you all to be playing in there as well. I'm going to be in there a lot. I think between theater and the rec, those are my 2 most favorite modes. They got a lot of cool new environments this year. Next one that I know many of you all love, Ante-Up. That is going to go high up in the sky this year. It's got these nighttime rooftop courts. There's like skyscrapers peeking through all around you. It's a really cool look. I'm sure those
Content in the Ante-Up's going to go crazy this year. I'm not going to lie.
Environment this year as well. And lastly, the seasonal parks were really popular last year. They are going to be back again in 2K27. There are 4 brand new locations alongside the remasters of the classic 2K17 versions of Sunset Beach, Old Town Park, and Rivet City. So there's going to be 7 of these that rotate in 2K27. Season 1 is going to be at a new one called the Lion and Vine Park. And I can't wait to see the other ones throughout the year as well. We got some really cool designs. You might have seen a couple sneak peeks of those in the city trailer.
All right. We heard a lot about the new environments, but what else is new in the city? We need to know. Everybody's excited to get out there. So what else new can we expect?
Yeah, one that I want to talk about is actually daily rivals. That is a leaderboard that groups you each day with 39 other players who have a similar skill level and play frequency as you. So every game you play counts towards your progress on this leaderboard, whether you win or lose. Because this leaderboard, the reason I like it, maybe because I'm not the most skilled player out there, but the reason I like it is because this leaderboard isn't about who is the most skilled or best on the sticks, but rather who is showing up in the city the most. And the higher you place on this leaderboard, the better the rewards you can get. And if you finish in the top 3, you can even get a Rivals ticket. And with this Rivals ticket, you can get a chance to land some of the rarest and coolest swag in the game. So that's Daily Rivals, something we want to mention right at the beginning because this is something you're going to see every day on the leaderboard.
Okay. All right. That's kind of cool. Give us something to do every single day.
You need the swag.
Right. What other ways can you flex your skill out there in the city, Evan? You know what I'm saying? If you're looking to be one of those guys, what other ways can you do that?
If you want to flex, I got something for you, Stacks. We got new player medals this year in the city that you can earn by completing lifetime challenges and hitting those big stat milestones in the different modes in the city. And after that, you can equip these medals. You can equip one, it's going to show up during your pre-game matchups and your post-game recap, so both your opponents and your teammates can see this medal that you're showing off. And in total, there are 300 unique player medals that you can unlock. There's 5 tiers of them, and you can get these across all game modes in the city and show off whichever medal you want to equip. So it's going to be right by your face or right by your player when you're loaded in. So like the rec, for example, people are going to see that right next to you and be able to see you flex your achievements.
That's kind of cool. Now, I have a question, Evan. In the trailer, I saw like
whoa.
similar to like Rookieville. I remember Rookieville. This is similar to Rookieville, where we have to go through.
Stacks,
gotta go back. Hold on.
Mandatory. I know you're a master on the sticks, but hey, the casual corner is not for you. I know you're not a casual. But look, we're on.
Y'all rewind that. Y'all saw how they added like Legend 8, Elite 8, Starter 8
every day in 2K. They're playing for the first time, and we wanted to make sure that if you are new, you have a safe space to learn and train in the city before you go out into all the other modes that we have. So this year, we've added the Casual Corner. It is an optional building in the city where you can build up your confidence in 3s and 5s in like this rookie-friendly hub. So we can talk a little bit about how it works. When you're in here, what you play is going to be determined by your plate color. That's your performance tier. So if you're a black plate at the casual tier, you're going to be...
Hold on, chat. Let's go back. Hold on. Let's go back right here. Look at this.
Pre-game matchups and your post-game recap, so both your opponents and your...
Bro, you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Rookie 8, Starter 8, Vet 8, Elite 8, Legend 8. Bro, they better be boosting the rep like crazy. I'm not gonna lie. Like, better be getting a rep like maybe like 2-3% per game or something. I don't know, but that's a lot. Like 8, 16, 24, 32. That's 40 rep levels. That's insane. I'm not even gonna lie. That's crazy. I'll go to the most recent, like right there. But that casual corner is pretty cool. You can match up with people like that's a skill-based matchmaking type of setup.
Once you upgrade from a black plate to a bronze plate and you're at the Hooper tier now, you are now going to be facing the CPU. At this point, you can start to learn how to play with other real 2K Hoopers out there.
Yo, that red plate gonna be sweaty.
And gold plates. You're gonna get your first taste of real city-style competition against real human opponent. Coming back, you're like Stacks. You got that purple plate or the red plate. I don't know how good you are, Stacks. I don't know if you're purple plate or red plate. If you're a vet, you're coming back from 2K26. Your highest overall performance tier plate color is going to carry over from 2K26. And that means even
Oh,
on
that's
day one of
fire.
2K27, there are going to be plenty of other players at your same skill level. And also, last thing, by the way, with this means that the casual court in the park and the casual door in the theater have now been merged here into the casual corner, all in one safe space. So we hope this is a great change really for everybody, but especially for our new players in the community.
All right, Evan. I know a few people. I'm gonna make sure they hit up the casual corner. My dad for sure. I'm gonna send him over there. We're gonna get him right. He always hit me up to play. My son, we're gonna send him over there to the casual corner. I got a few people that's gonna need that casual corner, improve their game, so they ready to get out there and play with me, you know. But that also leads into my next thing, Evan, because then eventually I'm gonna want to invite them to my crew. You know, I gotta have the best crew in the game, Evan. What's new with crews? Let's talk about that.
We couldn't end the stream without talking about crews. This was one of my favorite features last year from 2K26. And this year, we have made them even better. So, first up, we got some good news. Based on community feedback, we have increased the crew rewards track from 30 levels to 40 levels this year, right at launch. And then on top of that, in seasons 2 through 8, there are going to be 5 new crew levels added each season so that your crew is always leveling up and earning rewards together. And then, as you heard earlier, our dev team has built a whole new building in the city called Crew HQ. And this is your squad's home base. So think of this like a my court for your crew. And as soon as you walk into this building, you're going to activate like a built-in voice chat with you and your crew, and you're going to see a bunch of courts you can play on. There's a 1's court, a 2's court, and a 3's half court. There's also 3's and 5's full courts where you can practice with your squad. And as a crew, you can customize your crew's uniform. You can customize your crew's logo just as you could. And if you look up, you're even going to see your jerseys up in the rafters. They got your 2K usernames on the back. It's a really cool building stack. So it's like a headquarters just for you and your crew.
So this sounds kind of like Pro-Am, Evan. Am I tripping? Like, is this like Pro-Am?
It does sound like that a little bit, doesn't it? So look, we have taken everything you loved about Pro-Am and integrated it directly into this new Crew HQ. So beyond the jersey customization and the team building, there are also 2 ranked doors in the Crew HQ. There's one for 3's and one for 5's. And these are going to take you into ranked crew games across 6 tiers. We got bronze, silver, gold, platinum, diamond, and top ranked. And when you're playing these ranked crew games, you're going to match up against other crews of the same rank, or if nobody is available to match with you at the same rank, the closest rank available. But you and your other crews, other people in your crew, they're going to be placed on a leaderboard, and you have 7 days to prove that you belong in your rank. So if you win, you can make up and go up to the next tier. If you lose, Stacks, your crew might get relegated down to a tier below.
Oh, so they want people in
Pro-Am.
Pro-Am.
Weekend of each season,
I mean, in the Crew HQ.
A divisional tournament. You're going to play for exclusive prizes. We can't wait to see you for that first one at the end of season 1. And also, one more thing to keep in mind here with these ranked crew games, at the start of a new season, every crew is going to drop 2 tiers so that you have a new, fresh challenge to go in the new season. Last thing, one more thing actually, I forgot one more thing. We don't want to forget about private matchmaking. So, in the Crew HQ, there is a squad showdown kiosk. If you go here, you can host your own private runs for both friendly matches, or maybe you're setting up a league. This is the place to do it. You can invite members from other crews and play with or against them in private matches, not limited to people that are just in your crews. So
that's pretty cool. That's pretty fire.
Talked about all this. What rank is your crew going to be? Are you going to be getting relegated down?
I mean, Nevin, we always shooting for the stars, man. You know, we always shooting for the stars. So whatever the top spot is, that's what we're going for. But we'll see. We'll see. You know, my dad is gonna be in my crew. You know, might have to do my best carry job of the year. But we'll see. We'll see if we can get there.
Well, okay, hold on. If all these people are in your crew, Max, you said earlier that you would let me play MyCAREER co-op with you. That's cool and all.
Huh?
But am I finally going to get an invite to your crew in the city?
You know what, Evan? For sharing all of this great info today. You're gonna get a consideration, man.
Yeah, get him out of here.
Real good consideration. You gave us a lot of information today, man. Wait, that's
I don't
enough?
know what I gotta do to get into Stacks' crew. Just the consideration.
You know what, Evan?
So,
We're gonna welcome you in. Open arms. Open arms. We letting you in. Come on.
Stacks, see, now with that news, I'm gonna have my console ready to go. I'm gonna see you on day one of the city. You better be sending me that crew invite. But look, that is gonna do it for us for this city. That is our post-show entertainment for today of the preseason breakdown. We hope you've learned a lot about 2K27. We went all the way from gameplay.
Not even gonna lie. I mean, it looks good. I just gotta see more about like the badges. That's the only question I have. The Pro-Am actually looks better now than it did last year, and I'm assuming they got rid of Proving Grounds because that was a waste. Nobody really played that. 2K took out Pro-Am and replaced it with Crews. Yeah, pretty much. Let's see what Twitter got to say. King Slayer. Wow. Agility 95. So I'm assuming agility is going to be very important this 2K for the fact that this build got a 95 agility, especially when it's moving side to side. Duncan, of course, is going to be broken. I'm assuming 3-ball is going to be a little bit more difficult this 2K. Whose build is that? They showed it. It's called a Kingslayer. 6'7", looks like a lock. I'm assuming Crab Breakers, you're gonna get a 99 steel. I'm assuming they're bringing back interior defense. That's gonna be important. Interior is gonna be a little bit more important than block. Not sure, but I'm just assuming. Vert to 80, strength 75. I'm actually going to go ahead and download this app to see what it's talking about. Probably better hands up animations. That probably, bro, you know how long it's going to take for point guards to actually get good, or people to figure out dribbling with all of this, all these animations. Quick signature moves that you hold turbo, flick the stick and move. Wow. That is a lot right there. Like, if you're going to be good on guard, you're going to be good at dribbling, then you're really going to separate yourself from the majority of people, because, boy, that's a lot of animations you got to figure out. Bro, no, them best animation videos are going to go crazy. I like that they're adding the +5 levels to the crews now, so it's not just you hit 40 and then it's boom, it's nothing else. Wow. We're getting it on the 26th. Crazy. I like this park though. I like this park. I like the snowing park. I'll make a. I can't read that out loud. This video is going on YouTube. Oh, these are the badges. Badges, chat. So, okay, these are the shooting badges they're adding. Post fade phenom improves ability to make post fades and hop shots. Okay, dead eye is still there. Limitless range is still there. Mini marksman is still there. Set and fire applies a shooting boost to 3-point shots when a player's feet are completely set. So this is just set shot specialist. This is the badge that they replaced it with. This is just for the 3-pointer. Arc cadence improves a player's ability to knock down a 3-point shot, move pull-ups. That's like shifty shooter, I'm assuming. What else? Static MIDI applies a shooting boost to standstill mid-range shots. Okay. Smooth operator improves the ability to knock down the mid-range shots on the move, including. Okay, so that's MIDI. That's like the shifty shooter, I'm assuming. What was this? This badge was very similar in 25. I think it was MIDI Magician. Quick trigger improves the ability to make no dip jump shots. So I'm assuming hitting no dips are going to be harder. And they added this badge. So if you want to be no dipping out that corner, you better put this on legend. I'm dead. Hey, where's the badges? Spot ups? Yeah, spot ups are maybe crazy. I'm not gonna lie. Oh, here's the rest. Here's the rest. Mike Williams. Oh, it's not the rest. Oh, this is takeovers. These are your takeovers. Shot artist enhances the ability to make all dribble shots. Calibrated enhances the ability to make set shots. Extends the. Okay, so zip code. Yo, what's up, Perry? Okay, so zip code is the new deep bomber. Considerable boost to shooting attributes when in takeover. Okay, so zip code is what the deep bomber is now. You have inside touch. This is probably going to be for bigs. Navigator. Okay, Euros, hops, detonator, standing dunks. Again, these two are probably for bigs. Airspace, driving dunks, slashers. Okay. They brought back blur. But blur is for playmaking now. Enhances the ability to blow by defenders and win body up matchups. Okay. Increases the boost pass. Okay. Defense. Glues back. Hawk activates on ball steal attempts that can cause turnovers. Okay, that's had that before. Universal. Okay. Hopefully, y'all don't see no Marvel spoilers. Yeah, I think that's pretty. That's. Oh wait, yes, this is the rep system. You never watched. Watch what? This is the rep system like we was talking about. Yeah. Legend 5. Wow. I mean Legend 8. Now I want to see where they're going to be hiding the cap breakers at. Is it going to be at the end of the rep system to go to the next one? Yeah, that's pretty much it. I think this is pretty much it for this reveal. I think we're gonna have more questions answered in the Q&A that they're gonna have in the Discord. Other than that, I'm not disappointed. They brought female players. They've been talking about this for the longest, but it's pretty cool they got to add it. Hopefully we don't got a lot of trolls. 19 new badges, improved shot contest, improved bump defense, improved steals. 19 new badges. That's what I'm saying. This 2K, the guard play is you're gonna have to be really calm to separate yourself from the rest of the community with the guard play now in this 2K. And tempo is gone. So all you tempo demons, let's see how you be shooting this year. You have to green the tempo and the timing. New contest system. It's gonna be more playstyles this year, 100%. I want to see what they were talking about the Zens because they did talk about how they have basically an anti-cheat system now. Evans said something about that, or was it Mike Wang? One of them. No, Mike Wang said it, I think. Yo. Yeah, we saw this build already, but this is crazy. As a small forward, that's insane. This is gonna be the demigod build, as King Slayer. Them build videos gonna go crazy the first couple days. But yeah, that was pretty much it. I'm gonna go ahead, end the stream, end this video, but looking forward to playing 2K with you guys next week. It's coming out on the 26th, not the 28th. So y'all be ready. But thank you for stopping by, and let's lock in.